Today I want to show you how to start working with graffiti, how to draw it. And I started by drawing my name out. And the reason why I start with the gray, and so if I'm just doing this on Photoshop, but you can do this with a pencil on a piece of paper. So start light and draw that out, is because then you can always go back in with your brush, right, and add structure back into this. So like I can know that this L is going to be over here and do that. Um, but this isn't going far enough because one of the things that I'd like you to do in your letters is have them overlap each other at least twice, which this is not doing. Like the I and the S, this is not overlapping. There really should be like a weaving taking place. So let me show you how to start that off. And I'm not, just so you guys know, I'm not an expert at graffiti, but or at least the style of graffiti. And I've found that I can do this pretty well. So instead of drawing an S like this, right, I'm going to take this and I'm going to take my S and maybe it's going to really kind of invade the space of where the other letters are going to be. So, and again, I'm not worried about like how wide it is yet. That's not a concern of mine. But I have that there, so then maybe like my I is going to be here. And I'm going to deliberately, when I draw it, have it overlap the S. See? 1, 2, 3 times. That's cool. And then here's my L. So I'm going to take my L and maybe bring it down here. And then, so now 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's good. And I'll put my E over here. And, you know, whether these are, it's all about personal preference. Do you want it to be uppercase or lowercase? I kind of like the idea of this maybe becoming a lowercase e. And again, forgive my bad handwriting here. So there's my E. I'll do that. And then I'll do the SILBE. And then I have to do the R now. So I'm going to bring this down and maybe bring it, I don't know, over this way a little bit. And bring this up. And obviously I can change all this, but I'll do something like that. So that's kind of a nice, it looks like a mess, right? But it's a better way to go. And now once I have that, then I can go back with a darker line. So I'm going to come in with the color black here. And, you know, maybe I'm going to start thinking, now that I have this, I see that this is over here. I think I'm going to extend that S out here, but I'm going to draw that here. Okay. And again, I'm drawing with my mouse, so really terrible work here. And I'll add an arrow there. Okay, that's supposed to be an arrow. All right, but with the eye, you know, maybe because I have that, how am I going to do this? So put the little spot up there, and then I'm going to have this go under, and then maybe it's going to go over here, so I'm going to have to erase this part of it. And it's kind of nice that I have this line to follow, so I see that there. I can just kind of follow this along. See about the weaving, how it's under and now it's over, or it's going to be over once I erase that other part. And I think I'm going to deliberately again bring this over here because I can. So my eye is actually kind of drifting all the way over there, and if it makes it better sense of what I've got, I can even come back with the eraser and maybe erase this part of the S. Okay. And then I'm just continuing on with this. So if I do the L, this was under, so maybe I want the L to be over here. You know, see the weaving, how the S is now over and now it's under. So I'm going to put the L here, and, you know, when I'm ready, I can erase this part of the S. So I recommend when you draw this, I draw this with a pencil as you're doing this, right? And then come back in with the brush. And now that I have that there, I think I'm going to deliberately have it so that the L goes under the S. Oops, didn't mean to do that. That's okay. And, you know, this is something important. So I know that the L comes over here. I don't want it curving too close to that, so I'm going to kind of extend it out so I can see it, right? I mean, I want to be able to see the dimensions of this. So that's what I have so far. It's kind of a mess to look at, but it's just a sketch, and you get the idea of where I hope, where I'm going with this. And now this is here, so maybe now the L is going to be over in this part. I don't know if it's going to be under or over the E, but that's okay. But see how the letters are really invading each other, and again, you have that weaving taking place. So that's how we're going to start off. It's just create that weaving.